Okay, guys, I just had to share the sunset tonight. It's just beautiful. Look at that tree. So I'm here in Nosara, Costa Rica, and you might be wondering, okay, how is she living this life? How is she doing what she's doing? I've been traveling for over 5 years now, and I've been living in beautiful places like this in Costa Rica, Nicaragua, all over the world. And I went from a highly successful, unsatisfied seeker to someone who has found a lot of peace and a lot of just joy through yoga and meditation and inner healing. And so I just wanted to share 3 things that I've learned on this crazy journey of quitting my corporate job that has brought me to living this life that I'm living now. So the first thing was when I was in my corporate job, instead of having the mindset of, okay, I got to get out of this place and how do I do that? What I did was I really leaned into where I was and I was like, how do I make this job my dream job while I'm still here? And so when I did that, the mindset shifted, and I actually had one of my very best years in sales and my best years in numbers the last year of my corporate job when I was working in 2019. And that was because I just shifted my mindset of like, okay, I'm gonna make this the best thing that it can be, even though it's not perfect. And I also wasn't feeling attached and like it was defining who I was. I had this healthy balance and perspective when it came to my job. So that was one thing. The second thing that really helped me move from my corporate job to the life that I'm living now is like realizing that I could make a change and it wasn't gonna define my life forever. And there's a book that I've read called The Alchemist, and basically the premise is that you're never too far down one path to turn around and make a change. And so I would say allow yourself to think of the possibilities of what you really want to do and what if, and kind of go down that rabbit hole of thought processes and thinking of, okay, if my life could look like this, or if I could do that, then what could it actually look like? And allow yourself to dream a little bit. And I think once you do that, it can open your mind to the possibilities. And then the third thing that I've learned from leaving my corporate job behind to like living this dream life here is that you should just commit to it and just see what happens and not be scared. I would say make a plan for it, whatever that looks like. Figure out the finances and what you need to do to live. Find a way to either make investments or to make money on the side to support your lifestyle. And then just commit to a plan and take action, and maybe even start small. Maybe start small by booking out an Airbnb for a while and maybe trying to do like remote work for a bit, but don't be afraid to like make a plan and actually go for it. And that was one of the biggest things that helped me was when I was leaving my corporate job, I actually had a plan to do something called the World Race, which was an 11-month mission trip around the world. And that was my plan. I was going to leave my job, I was going to do that. Well, COVID happened and everything changed, and life shifted. And now here I am in Nicaragua and Costa Rica and all the other places that I've been over the last few years. But I made a plan and I stuck with it, and I evolved with the plan as things shifted with that too. So I don't know. These were the 3 things that I thought I'd want to share at the last light here in Costa Rica, ending the day and sharing something with you guys. So I hope you're doing well, and just sending lots of love from beautiful Nosara.